already told her this might be cut into 2 because we might go off on rants. I already said that. So
Yeah.
All right, ready?
And action.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of On the DL. My name is Danielle.
And I'm Linda. And today we have another L.
Lou.
What's up, Lou?
What's going on?
Welcome on. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
Can you give us a little bit about who you are, Lou?
All right. Well, I am whatever you say I am.
Okay.
In the paper, the news, every day I am.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just Haitian American. I'm just a server at a nice little restaurant called the Spotted Horse. I was in school for nursing.
Oh, were you really?
Yeah, but come to find out, they don't hire felons. So
I'm screaming.
I didn't work out too well. Yeah. I have a 12-year-old daughter. Chilling. Just came home.
You're just a regular guy.
Yeah, to a certain extent.
But there's a reason why we have you on our podcast today.
Absolutely. I have a dark side to me.
And that's what we're going to get into today.
Let's do
Dark
it.
Side is a very interesting life. You've definitely lived many different lives in your 33 years.
Jesus year.
Oh, this is the Jesus year. All
Yeah.
right.
God bless.
Okay. Is that when I say on God or no? Do I not say that?
Oh God. Why not?
Okay, on God.
I never know when to use that. Like, you know how
Me
like, a
neither.
lot of people say like no cap? I still don't know what no cap means.
I mean, like,
there's
no
certain-
lying?
Like no lie.
Yeah, cap
Yeah.
is
Like,
a lie.
like cap is a lie.
Oh,
That's cap. It's
so
like
no
you're-
cap
Like
is-
you're
So
lying.
like on God would like go along the lines of facts.
oh.
Yeah.
So it's just like if I'm gonna agree with you, like if Danielle say something,
I look really good in red.
on God you do.
See?
Okay,
That
okay.
means
got
you
it,
ain't
got
lying.
it, got it, got it.
Like,
Because I never know how to use them, and I'm like, somebody's gonna point it out and be like, "You're an idiot." So I'm like, let me
No.
just not.
Well, this is like new lingo for the new generation.
For real.
It's gonna constantly change though.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then they're gonna bring back old lingo. Cause watch, give it time, and you heard it here first. Slamming is gonna come back.
Slamming.
Yeah, that's gonna come back.
I've been trying to bring back trifling.
Okay, trifling never went away for me, honestly.
Trifling needs to never go away.
Trifling is not gonna go away because
People are
bitches
trifling.
is trifling.
Bitches is trifling.
No, I hope it goes nowhere. Nowhere. Okay, so again, going back to what we were saying, there's a reason why we brought you on today. And you said it's a dark side. So what is the dark side
Oh well,
that you speak of?
I mean, I got a few dark sides, but I thought the one we're gonna talk about today would be when I was a male escort and when I was a male entertainer,
Okay. What do you mean by male entertainer?
male stripper.
Okay. Is it just stripper?
Actually, I did no stripping.
Oh.
You just
No.
did dancing?
I did bachelorette parties.
Oh.
okay.
So I wasn't really I worked for a company called Men in Motion. I wasn't really in the club type of person.
Gotcha.
Like I had to though for part of training. I had to do Hulkamania in Manhattan.
Hulkamania.
Yeah, you
That's
ever
kind
heard
of like
that?
the Thunder Down Under situation.
Yes.
The Magic Mike stuff?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's literally exactly what it is.
Okay.
But they have their lineup. But just to get a taste of it, I had to be in the crowd working
Gotcha.
the crowd, and then like that's probably the only time that I actually danced, when you would give the women lap dances
Mm-hmm.
and things like that. Well, I mean, for the most part, they wanted to give you a lap dance, so
Yeah.
I didn't mind.
Yeah,
I
you're
didn't
like,
mind. Go
whatever.
ahead.
You're like,
Quick-
I'm getting paid for
Yeah,
this.
I'm
What the
getting-
fuck do I
I'm
care?
getting like $20-$30 for a lap dance. Why not?
Why
is that
not?
how it works? Like when you're in the club, they pay you
Yeah,
for
so when
a
you're
song?
in the
They
club,
pay
what happens is the women change their money out for the club money.
Okay.
You get it? So that's why your money's guaranteed in.
Oh.
You know? Yeah, it's guaranteed in. So when you go in, you change your money out to the club money. So that means that even if you don't spend your money, it's spent.
Okay.
Oh,
You get what I'm
wow. Wait,
saying?
that's
So-
so cool.
So when we get
That's
the
so
club money,
smart.
we change it out
For real money.
for real money, but we get taxed on, not taxed on it, but you know, the club.
There's
take
like a
their
house
cut.
fee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
yes.
Wow. And then you eventually get taxed because they always come after you.
Well, if you're making like cash, there's really no way
No,
that you
there's
can
no
find
way to come
out
after
about
if you're getting
that.
taxed.
But you do
Okay,
have
let's
to
not
pay
talk
your
about
club dues when you're in a club.
tax fraud on the podcast.
There's no fraud. What are you
There's
talking
no
about? You
fraud.
can't.
Yeah, no,
Prove it.
Right,
Turn around.
absolutely.
You're
You
gonna
said
have to-
prove it.
Prove it. What?
Fucking prove it.
unless you're gonna tax me on Hulkamania cash.
Yeah. That's
Yeah, 'cause
That's Monopoly
literally,
money.
That's literally,
It's literally
that's
Monopoly
literally what
money.
it is, Monopoly money.
That's hilarious. So you said escort.
Yeah.
So
So
what is that
escorting
exactly?
okay, so escorting is when you would get hired to not a lot of people think escorting means I'm getting hired to have sex. No.
Mhm.
I mean that's the case in a majority of what I did, but
Mhm.
you also get hired just to be a partner. You know how they have like the girlfriend treatment
mm-hmm.
for like women? Well, they have a
Mm.
boyfriend treatment. So
Like
Okay.
going to places with them, like
Going-
taking them out on dates, like going on
Dates.
dinners.
So it's a sugar baby, but like for the
no,
sugar
you're
mama,
you're
sugar
complicating
daddy?
it. It's literally just an escort service.
Gotcha.
It's an escort
Okay.
service. Yeah, it's an escort service. Just like you could hire a woman to be your date for a wedding.
Okay. Oh,
You-
gotcha.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay,
She's your
gotcha.
escort.
or
She's
like
an
ski
Yeah.
bunnies.
I was just about to say
Yeah.
this is reminding me of ski bunnies.
like ski bunnies. Like if
Yeah.
you wanted a really pretty girl to like go skiing with you somewhere like exotic,
Yeah.
they're like pro skiers, and you
can rent them
you
for,
can
like,
rent
24
them
hours.
to
Yeah.
go skiing with, and like go to parties, and
You
you
literally
there's
rent
always like
women.
more ways you can make money, kind of like the yacht girls.
Right.
But it's the same thing. Now, with escorting, did you get into that from like being a dancer, or
No,
was
it was the opposite.
Ooh, okay.
It was the opposite. So, I did. Okay, so I knew of a few females that escorted through Backpage and Craigslist.
Okay,
That's
so we're like
so
taking it back.
scary.
Yeah,
Like we're like taking it
back.
way
yeah,
back.
because
like,
that's how.
like the
that's how
last
you do
page
it.
in
That's
like in
fucking
like
scary,
the
though.
want ads or whatever,
Yeah,
like the
for sure.
seeking arrangements
Yeah,
situation.
yeah. Craigslist
Yeah, so-
is crazy though.
So that and through that, like, I knew a couple girls that were doing it, and I'm just like, how do you like not get in trouble? And they're like, well, we don't discuss money. Literally, they would say, I would give you a massage for 120 roses.
Oh.
know?
Okay.
Oh, so that's where
Right.
like the,
So it's a barter
okay.
system. You get what I'm saying? So 120 roses.
Gotcha.
And I was just like, oh, and I saw her making like pretty good money. Cause it's like she would be like, okay, 250 for a half an hour, 300 for an hour.
Wow.
Right?
What the fuck? So you can make up upwards of $300 an hour.
But who lasts an hour? These dudes last 10 minutes.
I'm
And it's over.
screaming.
No,
And then
seriously.
Is there cuddling involved? Is there there's a massage?
You could literally charge for every extra thing.
Wow.
You know? And then it's like this one dude, he was like a big black dude. Like
Mhm.
he probably was an athlete. He pulled up in like a Benz, so he got good money. I don't think he really needed to pay for it, but it's just the experience that she provided for him
Yeah.
that was weird because he liked for her to step on his balls
Oh, okay.
What?
With her shoes on?
with her heels.
Stop.
No.
That was his fetish.
Oh my God.
That was his fetish.
How do you get it? I want to do that.
Yeah, like
I
and he
can step
would-
on you? Yes, let's do that.
And he was
With your
like,
heels on.
How much are you paying me for
and
that?
he was,
She's like, can I wear my spiky Doc Martens?
Yes.
No, but the crazy thing is, he was such a gentleman. Like he would bring a bottle of champagne.
Well, that's why
and-
he liked that. Because he's used to being the submissive all the time and like the nice guy.
It was.
It's like a psychological thing. I
Yeah,
need somebody to degrade me now.
like.
You know,
I
like,
think
isn't
I
it-
think he held a position of degrading people.
Of course. If you said he
So-
was an athlete or like a.
Right. So when she stepped on his balls, it just did it for him.
It humbled him.
No,
He's
but
like,
she
you ain't
said
shit.
it. She said it like, no, she said like, it would hurt him and his dick would get hard. Like he
Woo!
would, it turned him on. Like that was his like
Yo,
turn
there's some
on.
sort of miswiring.
Yo,
There's like
like-
miswiring.
Some people like pain, though.
Nah, some people like pain.
What's
like
that?
me, I'm the opposite.
Masochist? Masochist.
I'm
likes pain,
a
right?
sadist. I like giving pain. I like putting you in
A
pain.
masochist likes receiving pain.
Receiving pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I don't know if I had a significant other and I saw like a side of him and he was like, I need you to now step on my balls. I don't know what I would do. I'd be like,
Step on his balls.
I would do it and then be like, I can't do
That's-
this anymore. Like
That's
I
your
think it just like,
significant other.
because in my head I'm like, I'm hurting you. Does that make
But
sense?
what if you liked it?
Yeah,
What if
right?
I liked it?
Like,
What if you liked
yeah.
it? See, that's where it becomes a slippery slope because you start trying shit and you're like, this could be like, how do you know you got off with shit and piss? Because you tried it somehow. It's a slippery
Yeah.
slope.
But that's just like with pornography. Now,
Yeah.
if you watch pornography
Get
enough,
desensitized.
it's not going to do enough for you. So
Yeah.
you're going to need to watch sicker and sicker and sicker stuff in order for it to do something for you. So
It's
I
like
feel
opening
like
up a
that's
whole
like,
new world every
yeah,
time.
because even as an escort, like one of the main things that I got hired for was swinger parties.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And the swinger parties, you'll meet people. Like I'm talking about important people.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. You'll
I'm
meet
sure.
like what I remember, it was a while ago, so hopefully they still don't work there, but I remember at one of the swinger parties, it was a lady that I ended up hooking up with,
Mhm.
or whatever the case may be, and I caught a speeding ticket on Route 8. And so I'm going to court in Route 8 because I fight every speeding ticket,
Mhm.
whatever the case may be. They had me in Sonia Derby court, and she was the prosecutor.
Oh shit.
And it's like when she saw me, she didn't make it weird or anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then she looked at it. She just like stopped speeding hot stuff and threw it out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because
You're
it's
"Ooh,
like,
thank
because
you."
everyone's like, everyone knows there's a time and a place for everything.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just such a, in that community, once you're in it,
It's
you're
hard to
gonna
get out of.
look at the world so differently.
Yeah.
Because it's when you look around and you start noticing people have certain like traits that you know that they're in that, you'll look at things so differently. Like
I think
so
we should do some
differently.
investigative reporting and just show
We
up.
work
to
in
one.
Westport.
Yeah, I know
could
there's a
point-
lot that
I
goes
could
on.
point out like a lot of them. I mean, was into that.
Shut up.
Yeah.
With what's his face? Are they still
With
together?
John with a Carlo, whatever thing.
Stop saying his name.
Oh yeah.
We might have to bleep that one out.
Yeah, I'll
'Cause
edit
he's
it
like-
out.
Isn't he like a state trooper? Or
He
like a cop?
retired when we were still working there.
Oh, for real? Okay, so then
Yeah,
I
he
guess
was
you
on
can't
his-
get us.
Literally, when she was working there, that was like his last 3 years.
Oh,
like
really?
2 years of. He was on the force forever.
I didn't think he was that old.
Yeah, he was
Is-
on the
is he
force
that much
Well,
forever.
you
older
can
than
get your
us?
pension after
I mean, he
what,
started.
55?
He started at 20.
You can
something.
retire as
Well,
a cop at 55.
You have to retire after a certain. Well, in order to get the full pension, you have to have a certain number of years on the job.
Right,
Yeah, so
but
you
with
could- you
him,
could
he
retire
was
So
pretty
like
under.
early.
25 years.
No, he
30?
was under the 20.
He was okay. So he
Yeah,
retired
he
at
w-
20 years.
Yeah, he probably did a couple years after, but basically he was on his last back then, like 2013, 14. He was on his last.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know that. Now, I knew nothing about that. I don't know anything about swingers. I've seen things happen just because of where we work.
Yeah, for sure.
When were you there when was working there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, she was
nasty
talking.
Little,
Okay.
like
Wait, what made her nasty?
she was okay. Best example I could give you. Drop a pencil in front of her and see how she picks it up.
Oh.
That would, to me, I was just like, "Are you okay? Because you don't have to do that."
Are
yeah,
you
yeah,
okay?
Yeah, mad
Yeah.
dramatic.
No, like
Very dramatic.
No, like I'm talking about. Like I was like, "This is not ballet." Like the way she bent over and then she turned on and looked at me. I'm like, I didn't drop that. You didn't. Like that's not even mine. Like
Yeah.
you could, you know.
Do something about that.
And so
Gotcha. Okay,
and she-
that's what you mean by nasty.
yeah,
Okay,
and but no, but
gotcha.
then I heard stories of
Okay.
like people that she chill with and things like that. Like
Did she
was,
end up well, I was working with her one night and there was a couple there. They were there for hours.
Mhm.
Hours. They were buying drinks for everyone around them. Girls, boys, everyone that was around them. They were buying drinks for. And I'm like, that couple's kind of weird. But she was talking to them. She had been talking to them for like a while. And I was like, I'm getting like a weird vibe from them, girl. Like, just like be careful. Because like it was like they were just like weird. And then she came over, she's like, oh yeah, you were right. She goes, he asked me to have sex with his wife. I go, what? I go, what did you say? She goes, I told him no thanks. I'm like, but did you say no thanks?
Well, she
Wait
said
a
for
second.
what? How much money?
What night was this?
This was like a Saturday night. Were you there?
That's what I'm trying to figure that out because I remember the night. I remember the night the couple that was at the bar
She had like a short blondish haircut. He was like a bigger dude.
and she was tall.
Not as tall as him.
No. Like was she tall for? She wasn't a short woman because short. She was taller.
Oh yeah, she was definitely taller.
Yeah, that's the bar.
But the bus boys, girlfriends,
Mom.
parents. Yeah.
Mom.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
I know who you're
yeah.
talking. Yeah.
Because he was there then, and he goes, "That's my girlfriend's parents." I was like,
Yes,
"Shut
yes.
up! What is happening?"
Oh
I know
my
exactly. I was there that night.
But
Yeah,
why?
I
But
was
why
there that
stay
night.
in
We
your
spoke
town?
about that night.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, we
why?
spoke about
Why
that.
stay in your town?
Because there's no shame. Okay, I
Oh,
feel
yeah,
like there's no
over there.
shame
Yeah.
because like
because
it's
everyone's doing
it's
it.
like everyone does it, but just nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
Well, because
You
like I
know?
remember when I went there on a Saturday, because it was like torrentially downpouring, and I walked over on a Saturday. I was gonna have my sister pick me up, and I noticed there was like it was a sausage fest, and I was like, why are there so many guys here? And then it was just a couple started rolling in, and I cannot for the life of me remember who told me. They're like, you shouldn't be there on a Thursday night. It's like a pickup spot for like swingers
Yeah.
Sure
and
is.
men. And I'm like, what?
I got
I'm like,
invited
but this
to
is my
a
neighborhood
few.
bar.
This is
Like,
my
fuck.
neighborhood
This
bar.
is my neighborhood bar. So then I started avoiding that bar on Thursdays because I was scared.
I got invited to a few, but it's like, first of all, the couples were like way too old. Like,
Yeah.
give me something to work with.
Yeah.
That's
Her dusty ass,
Like, yeah,
crusty
that's
ass,
crazy.
cobweb
You know,
vagina.
and then
No,
the-
thank
the-
you.
Damn.
And then the next thing is like, I want to see a black card. Like, you got to be ballin'.
Show me the money.
Show me the money.
Show me the money.
Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Well, I feel like if you're doing something like that, you have to make it worth it, and also something to work with. So, like, I mean, I don't know if I would ever venture into that.
Realm.
Yeah, that realm of work. No
fantasy.
hate, no shame to anybody that does it. But I'm like, can you imagine like an old guy and like wrinkly
Ball sack.
balls?
Yeah.
Ew.
I'm like, I don't know how much money it would take for me to like be all right, or how all right I wouldn't be. I don't know if I'd be all right with that.
Danielle, we just had a conversation that you said you have a price to eat shit. So don't even.
I think everyone has
no,
a price.
No,
To
there's no.
eat it?
Thank you.
No, I actually.
No.
I want to.
No.
No, I want to shit on somebody's chest. Like, I want to shit on a woman's chest.
But would you eat shit?
I don't. It's feces. No.
Thank you.
That's
But like
poison.
even for a couple $1 million.
50 million.
50 million.
50 million is insane.
You
Nobody's
don't-
giving you 50 million to eat their
You
shit.
don't have to keep it down. You can throw it up.
Absolutely. Well, if that's the case, 15 mil.
Would you do it for 50,000?
50,000? Nah.
Okay. So you clearly did not listen to the last episode. We released an episode where it was like the yacht girls, and I was like going over like, you know, some of the famous people that were yachters. And then I stumbled onto something called a Dubai porta potty.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
women that
the-
go out there and do that.
So
yeah.
Nuts.
There's this one girl that ended up going at one of those mansions,
Yeah.
and these guys literally made these women eat shit.
Yeah.
And they gave them an option. Like, you can opt out, but you are here at this mansion. You have no phone because they take your phone away. You know, when
Right.
you're dealing with billionaires,
Yeah.
there's like NDAs, there's like,
All
you
of
can't
that,
bring a
yeah.
phone, like you nothing. You can opt out. You get nothing, but you have to find your own way back. You have no phone. We're in the middle of nowhere. You're basically trapped.
Right.
Or if you make it through the weekend, you get 50 grand.
The weekend.
The weekend, not just
And
one
there's
time.
not just
Yeah.
like they just shove. They were drinking coffee. They were taking laxatives. They were taking their shit and stuffing it down these women's throats.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made like a shit
And
slip
then-
and slide.
and then-
it's like a whole thing.
Yeah.
Where you gotta like that while you're slipping.
Yeah.
And then they were shoving them up their vaginas and shit.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
I
sounds like
can't.
a
and in a
lot
whole
of-
weekend for 50 grand.
No, that's
out
not
of your
enough.
Mind.
But that my argument was, well, then if $50,000 for me, that's no, absolutely not. I will
Yeah.
walk. I will figure it out.
I'll fucking walk
Goodbye.
my way
I
home
will.
What would
from
be the
Dubai
Hijack
price?
the
to,
nearest
to
camel.
Connecticut.
I
I'll
would
find a
swim
way.
across the ocean to get back home. But what would the price be for you to endure a weekend of like degradation and shit eating? What's the price? And I've had this conversation with a bunch of different people where people are like, oh, I don't have a price. I'm like, yes, you fucking do. Everyone
You
has
do
a
have
price.
I don't.
I
would
have- I mean,
never.
I'm sure-
said I'd rather die broke. Broke. Zero. I'd rather have negative in my account than be like, I ate shit for
Who- why-
this month.
I
I'm
would never
sorry,
tell
I can't.
anybody.
No, in my head, mentally, that's a mental thing for me. I'm like, every
There-
time I
$50
pay
million
for something, I'm
buys
like,
a lot
I
of
literally had
therapy.
to eat shit for this. Get the
I
fuck
think
out
in
of
reality,
Mm-mm.
if I were to have $700,000 cash and were to sit it right there, you doing that weekend.
No.
I don't know, man. If it's
can't.
sitting right in front of
If
you,
it's in front of
that's
you,
yours.
No, I-
All
we're
you gotta
talking
do is
about
this.
$700K, meaning that like literally, if you budget your money the proper way, you don't gotta work for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You could turn that $700,000 into your next business adventure. Like,
I think I'm good.
I don't know. I feel
I
like if you're
can't.
faced with a situation, you're gonna think a lot
You're gonna
differently.
think
It's
a lot
easy to
differently.
it's easy to be
Maybe.
back here and judge this girl.
right.
I don't judge her.
I do for 50,000. You're out of your fucking mind.
Yeah, that was not enough.
And then
That's-
she took the money and bought her boyfriend a car.
Yeah, maybe because she
Fuck
felt
outta
so
here.
bad.
Yeah, idiot.
She felt so
Right,
bad.
but no, but with her
So
moving,
stupid.
for a woman to move like that though, right? So if she did that and bought her boyfriend a car, that's because she's willing to do it again.
Oh, yep.
Oh,
She-
she said, you
she's-
know what? This was
She's-
easy.
This was not as bad as I thought it was,
I'm gonna do it again.
and I could do it again.
Well, she ends up being,
She actually ends up doing it again.
Of course.
Of course.
yeah, of course.
And when the boyfriend found out, because she ended up telling him, she confessed. I don't know why she confessed, but she
Right.
confessed. He's
Mhm.
like, I don't think I can be with you anymore, but I'm keeping the car.
Car, yeah.
Yeah, that's my car.
Absolutely. I probably would too and be like, this is for my pain and suffering. Thank you.
Wait, so
I'm gonna keep the car.
Wait. So it was nothing sexual. It was just straight.
Oh, no,
shit
no, no.
eating?
They were
Oh no, there was like
fucking-
orgies and stuff
yeah,
they
going
were
on. I mean,
fucking,
it wasn't
they
just her. It was like there was like a bunch of girls,
Right.
Or it
and
was,
a
like,
bunch
shit
of
games
men,
and like,
these
yeah,
were all
there was,
like
an
Emirates,
orgy.
like billionaire
Yeah.
people,
Yeah,
like
oil.
billions and billions of
Mhm.
dollars, like in this
We
one.
were saying like people
Right.
just
mansion.
get bored when you got that much money. They're like, how far can we push the envelope?
I don't think it's people get bored. I just think they're sick people. Even before the money, they were probably sick.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I said that like if you're able, like if you have that kind of money and you're not like a bad looking person, like if you're
Right.
like a decent looking person, you could probably get whoever you want. But if
Yeah.
you're a decent looking person that has like billions of dollars, it instantly makes you like hot, right?
Right.
People are attracted to money. Like it's
Right.
not. It just is what it is,
From the
you
beginning
know.
of time.
And when you are able to have sex with every hot model, actress, the most beautiful person on the planet, what's after that? You've already done it. Like, what can I do now?
shit stuff
What's
shit down
next?
bitches throws for $50,000.
And you're like, when you were saying,
nuts.
like, you're gonna push it a little bit farther, and then you'll
Right.
push it farther and
Right.
farther and farther until you're like, okay, like, what can I cut?
It's almost like you
someone's limb
become
off?
like
But you know-
desensitized.
but you
That's
know
what I'm
what's-
saying.
But you know what's the problem with that though? It's like, okay, it's making it seem as if just because I have money, my focal point in life should be sex, because that's what's making these dudes so sick. Why is sex such a big thing? Why are you pushing it to that next level? You get what I'm saying? Like I know rich people that's extremely rich that they get off by like seeing like what shitty business, a business doing that very shitty, that they could just take over and be like, I'm good enough to flip this whole thing around, and
And
that's
own
what
the
gets
whole
them
thing,
going.
yeah.
Right, that's what gets them going.
Mhm.
So my thing is, a lot of these people that do that, I don't believe work for that money. I believe that they fell into that, like that they were
probably.
Oh yeah.
raised
probably.
in that money.
Yeah, well, I mean,
because
it is Dubai. A lot of
you
it.
get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
because
Down.
it's like, put me in that position. I don't come from money, nor do I have that much money.
Mhm.
So if you give me that much money, there's way other things. Like I've been having sex with women all my life, and there really hasn't been a woman that I genuinely wanted and I put the work in that I couldn't have sex with.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna be a focal point for me.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's not gonna be a,
Yeah.
oh, I'm balling, let me just go and fuck the baddest bitch. I don't care. One thing I learned about women, no disrespect, it's like a woman is a woman. Like whether she works at Wendy's or whether she's a prosecutor, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if she's a good woman, she's a good woman, whether she's at Wendy's or a prosecutor. She's a
Yeah.
bad woman, whether she's at Wendy's
Yeah,
or
yeah,
a
yeah,
successful
yeah.
lady. It's the same thing. It's the person, not necessarily
yeah,
the
yeah.
position that they hold.
And you're saying for
know.
men, it's a little different. It's the position that they hold.
It's
Is
the
more
position.
important.
Yeah, the position that you hold is way
It's more
way
your
more
personality.
important.
Yeah.
because
I think that comes. There's a psychology behind that where, with females specifically, when they see someone very successful, they say it's like you're checking off the boxes. So that you say, oh, he owns his own business. That means he's organized. That means that he's trustworthy. That means that he can, put something in motion and actually do it. Like you start
Right.
checking off for females more so. As where a man looks at a woman, he doesn't have that checklist going. You know
we
what I
don't
mean?
need a checklist
Yeah.
because you could become you could become who I need you to be.
Mm-hmm.
They say that it's better that a woman be obsessed with a man than a man be obsessed with a woman. The reason why they say that is because when
See, I've always heard the opposite.
no, because look at this. If a woman is obsessed with a man,
Mm-hmm.
she would, whatever his vision is or whatever it is that he's doing, she will do whatever it takes to help him achieve that and be that. As where when a man is obsessed with a woman, he will lose focus on his goals and what he has to do in order to zone in on the woman. And that's kind of messed up because now as a man you were supposed to lead, you lost your vision into what you needed to do and obsessed over the woman, and now you're not even being the man that she needs you to be, which makes it that much easier for her to look to the next person. So that's why I tell people, like especially my friends, you guys are chasing a woman when you should be chasing money because women come with the money. Yeah, like it's like you're losing focus.
Yeah.
You're losing focus.
Lee,
That's
do you
interesting.
think that if a woman is like nurturing their man, if they're taking care of them, you don't think that maybe there would be some kind of shift where it almost looks like you're a mother type figure when you are taking care of and like holding down everything?
Well, I mean, I'm biased in my answer given the fact that I was raised by a Haitian old school woman.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So it's different in our community. Our community is a woman literally, a father provides. My dad said I love you to my brother and I for the first time 3 years ago, and we did it as a joke. Because we always, like when we were younger, he used to be like, I love you, Dad. He'd be like, okay. And we'd be like,
Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
You see? We knew our father loved us through what he did,
Yeah.
how he provided and things like
Yeah.
that. He wasn't nurturing. Like, if we were to fall, my mom, oh, are you okay, baby? Da, da, da. If we were to fall, my dad would give us a beating. Hey, let that be the last time you fall.
Yeah. Like I literally,
Hey.
I've said that joke on the podcast before. I'm like, oh, I can't fall. My mom will beat my ass if I fall.
You know?
Because
brace yourself?
I come from a similar background because I'm
Right.
Albanian, so it's kind of like the same thing. Like the
There's a
woman,
lot of Albanians in Stanford. Yeah.
there's like the woman holds down the fort while the man goes and
provides, yes.
provides. So it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's obviously changed a lot since then. Like women are a lot more independent now, but I come from the same type of background.
But I find it different like nowadays because my mom did work full time.
Mm-hmm.
My mom did work full time, but she still came home. She cooked, she cleaned,
Yeah.
she got us dressed. She had 5 kids.
Ooh.
You know, she had 5 kids.
That's insane.
You know,
It's a lot of
well,
kids.
That's a
the
lot.
5th kid was kind of later on in life, was in
Yeah.
2000, but the rest of us were early 90s.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so she cooked, she cleaned, she did
Yeah.
laundry. Now, don't get me wrong, we had a little bit of help from my grandparents during the day when she was at work for them to watch us.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But my mom was the one that cooked the meals. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
And my
yeah.
mom made sure that my father had the best piece of meat and all of that. Like, you know, and my father worked as well too. And it's to the point where now that I look back at it, my mom was really the breadwinner.
Yeah.
Due to the, but my mom was in a better position. My mom took a CNA course and then later on became an LPN. You know,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's not like my father wasn't a hardworking man. My mom was just in a better position to make more money.
Yeah.
So she made more money working less hours, as when my father was just
grinding out.
grinding out.
Mm-hmm.
But her being the breadwinner did not change her position in the marriage.
That's
she was
interesting.
still
Yeah.
my
Do you
mom.
think it's a cultural thing where like the woman her mind doesn't even go there to be like, hey, can you fold that laundry? Because like I can't.
It doesn't.
I'm up to
it
here.
It is a cultural thing because, so my mom, growing up, my mom's the first of 8. By the age of 8 years old, she's already like getting her baby brothers and baby sisters dressed.
Yeah.
You know, she's already
It's
cooking.
just a programming.
Yeah, cooking for them and
Mhm.
doing things like that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're talking about people that my mom would get her little brothers and sisters dressed, and then she'd have to walk 2 miles to school.
Yeah. Fuck that.
You know?
That's
So it's
crazy.
like, and then go to school, come back, and cook for the whole house, like, because she's the eldest, you know?
Mhm.
So it was naturally ingrained into them, but I feel like that's when the families were the strongest. That's when you had the strongest families. They say the strongest the black families were slavery up until the 1960s.
Wow.
when they actually
That
got
was-
some rights? Is
that-
that's what they're saying?
No, like literally when they actually got rights is when the family started to break up. Because when they started incorporating child support and Section 8 and the welfare and things like that, they were giving women incentives to not need the man.
Yeah.
That's all of that was incentives
This is just
to break.
circling back to we don't need men. Just kidding.
Yeah, no, yeah.
This is great. Can you say that one more time slowly?
Yeah, no, but
Kidding.
that's literally what all of these programs did.
Yeah.
Because they saw that from slavery to the 1960s, black families outbeat white families in marriages. It was more black married families
For sure.
than white,
Mhm.
you know, that and families that stuck together. So my thing is, in order to destroy a family, you separate the structure, you separate the father. You get the mother to believe that she could do it on her own
Mhm.
and that she doesn't need the father. And then that's it. That's really the recipe. That's all
Yeah.
you really need.
I think if you bring it to fast forward today, like 2024, I
Mhm.
feel like, because I've had this argument before, and where I stand with all of that is coming from the same type of background and, I watched my dad wash dishes for the first time a few years ago, and I stood there and I was like, what the fuck is going on? Who let him in the kitchen? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think there's something very interesting with like the shift in culture when it comes to like the man and the woman are making the same amount of money and you're splitting certain things, or like the man makes a little bit more so he'll pick up more of the rent or whatever the agreement is. I think there's something different in a woman, coming from a woman, this is just me speaking, where if I'm like, I can provide for myself, I can pay my own bills, I can get my own job, I can do everything by myself. So whoever I choose to be with, it's because I'm fully just choosing this person for exactly who they are. And I want to spend my life with this person. As where, I don't really have my own money. I need somebody who can really support me. I need somebody who can really be there for me. And I'll just hold it down while he goes and does whatever. I feel like you have more of like this, wow, I can really pick and choose who I genuinely want to spend the rest of my life with. Like you bring in online dating. It's like speed dating. There's a few things you don't like about somebody. You can quite literally just meet somebody that fits you so well, because you then have the confidence to be like, well, if it doesn't work out, like I can stay alone because I can take care of myself until I find the right one. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. But you have to look at it like this, right? So let's go back into like when men worked in factories or whatever the case may be, and women were home. The cost of living was much cheaper back then.
Yeah.
If a woman wanted to, she could leave.
Yeah.
And she could work and she would be just fine.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that she felt like she was stuck.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that at that time, morals were a little bit different.
Yeah. It was also different. Yeah.
Yeah, the vows that
looked
they
at
took
weird.
for marriage, they genuinely believed that.
Yeah.
You know, my mother and father separated in 2002.
Mm-hmm.
My mother has not been with another man, nor does she look at another man. She focused her life on like church and stuff like that, just to, and she opened up a lot of schools in Haiti and things like that.
That's awesome.
And she looked at it as this. She's just like, my wedding vows said till death do us part, and he's still alive.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
So it's like our society now, like we don't put value in our morals and our vows. That's just what it is.
I kind of have to agree with the vow part. I feel like going back to what I was just saying, the ability to kind of pick and choose also brings in, well, this is just not fitting for me anymore, and it wasn't what it was, so I could just walk away. So
And
there's like that vow
and
part. It doesn't hold much weight as much as it did once before.
And
I think that's culturally too, though.
But that's due to society allowing, like, so for instance,
Normalizing it.
Normalizing it. It wasn't a normal thing. It's society normalizing it. What people don't understand is that, like, when you go to different countries, the West is a joke.
Oh, yeah.
We are a joke to the rest of the world. Like, culturally, we are a joke. Like, the things that...
Well, because you have some countries where the women aren't allowed to speak. They're literally not allowed to do anything. So they look at us and they're like, you're complaining about what? What are you complaining about?
That too, but I wasn't even talking about those countries, like when it comes to like that I killed the women's rights. I'm just talking about in things that we allow, like women are allowed to speak in China. You know, women are allowed to own businesses in China. I mean, women damn near run the show in China, other than
Yeah.
a selected few. You get what I'm saying? So, but that doesn't change the fact of that their marriage rate is extremely high. You know, the divorce rate over there is extremely low. You know, and it has nothing to do with society because they change with society. They change culturally.
Yeah.
It's just that they just have more morals when it comes to vows. They just stick to their morals. As when the Western world over here, they make it seem as if, hey, listen, you can make this vow, but don't worry about it. We got the best divorce lawyers for you. So you have a backup plan.
Yeah.
When you go into marriage knowing you have a backup plan, you're not really in it.
But isn't that like, okay, I'm just gonna play devil's advocate. I feel like if you get into a marriage, right, and you were dating somebody for 3 years and you guys get married, and then 2 years into your marriage, he starts being physically abusive towards you. You have the ability to leave because we've normalized it. It's like I got my client's the best divorce attorney in all of Fairfield County. I don't have to stay here. I don't have to put up with this. And I don't need my kids to put up with it. I think that culturally it's like you got to stand by your husband. Like my mom looked at me in the eyes one time and said, "If your husband cheats on you, you have to forgive him." I said, "Over my dead gun to my head, I will." No, it's not happening. You know what I mean? Because it's like, again, what you're saying, like that divorce is like in China, they'll get their fucking ass beat if they try and get divorced to their husbands. I think it's like you don't have to really. I think there's two sides to that, right? Like you're not stuck. I think what you're talking about is, oh well, he chose weird. I don't want to be in this marriage anymore.
Look up the statistic for the reasons why divorces happen in the Western world.
Money's the number
I
one.
think most of
I looked them up recently.
Yeah, money and
they
also
don't they file like irreconcilable differences?
Yeah, like stonewalling. Like he doesn't.
Well, it's just more that
express
like
his
you have
feelings.
to check a reason, like when you're getting a divorce.
Right.
Like, and I mean, I don't know how all the states work, but I know that isn't Connecticut like a no fault state? It's like
You have to split everything 50-50, period.
everything that was acquired in the marriage. I think that everything you have before. I don't know.
I don't know. From what I know, it's the day you guys get married, going forward, even your 401k gets split. They can come after your 401k. They can come after
Your
everything.
pension.
If your life insurance policy has that person's name on it too, they're getting half of it. Connecticut's fucking nuts.
Yeah, but I think
that's
I'm
even
pretty
with
sure
a prenup?
Well, prenups are
Prenups are
different.
different.
That's a different situation.
Okay,
Prenups
gotcha.
are completely different.
Like if
Okay.
you're going into
But
Too much conflict, arguing is the
Right.
number one reason. Lack of commitment.
Uh-huh.
Blah, blah, blah. Infidelity, affairs. Lack of emotional or physical intimacy.
Okay, so that's the
Communication
one I was
problems
actually,
between partners.
That's the one I was looking for.
Domestic violence.
So I saw so when it comes to like
Addiction.
abuse, I'm not for that. I believe any woman should be able to leave an abusive situation, hands down. But I was talking to a divorce attorney, black lady, and she was just like, believe it or not, a lot of like my clients, it's literally like the woman woke up one day and just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
You know, it's crazy. I've been hearing this a lot.
No, like
I've been hearing this a lot.
Like this is the reason we're talking about. She's like a lot of my clients. The wife just woke up one day and said, I don't want to do this anymore.
Okay, I think I have to just interject because like I feel like people, and I can't speak for all women or all people, but people are not going to walk into a commitment where it is supposed to be forever. Because like I know you're saying that, you know, values are a little bit different now. I know that there's like different options now. But people don't just wake up one day and decide they don't want to be married. This is more like
it's been something.
There's
in the
like
making.
something. There's like something that's been going on throughout the marriage. Like I don't know if you've seen like all these men, or it's mostly men. They'll be like, I was totally blindsided. Like I didn't understand why she would just leave like that. But it's like the little things, like every single day where like you're asking someone, and I'm like gonna pick something small, like can you please just like make sure your clothes make it into the hamper, and they don't make it, like constantly having to like pick up after somebody, or asking, hey, can you just like make sure the dishes are done so when I get home I can like cook dinner and there's still dishes, and there's like little things that add up like day after day after day, and then what happens, it's called quiet quitting. you're kind of like, you start checking out. Like you're
Right.
like whatever, I'm just going to do this and I'm just going to go through the motions. And you start to lose like whatever it was that made you want to be in that marriage. You're like, well, I'm still.
And then I think all the other things start to come too. Then you don't want to have sex with that person anymore.
Yeah, because like
the way they
if,
breathe starts bothering
and I'm not saying
you.
it's men that don't, like, I'm not saying it's all men. I'm not saying it's just men. I'm just saying that there is like this, and it's not even a phenomenon. Like, it's like people that don't understand, like, oh, they just left me all of a sudden. It's like, it's not, if you pay attention
Then
to
you'll
your
see.
daily life, then it's not. You're going to be like, oh, well, that's what happened.
Or
you
they
see,
or
you
they
see
saw
people,
it, or they just choose to ignore it.
yeah,
No,
people
it's like-
check out
so
because
one of
of
the
things.
so one of the reasons she also said is just like when it came a certain part of the marriage, when especially like when the kids are grown, other things become more enticing to the woman. Now that the kids are grown, she did her. She
They're like
basically
empty nesters. You're
yeah,
saying?
it's like she's like I did my part, raised my kids, they're doing well. Now I want to
Do something for myself.
be free.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like I want to be free, and a lot of the times, the being free doesn't include the husband.
Well, it's like I've seen both sides of that, right? Like I have clients, they couldn't. I mean, it's not that they couldn't wait, but their kids have their own lives now, literally different, living in different parts of the world. So they were like, what do we do? They're like, let's go travel the entire world.
Yeah.
Each month we go somewhere. Like, they're taking their life savings and they're just spending the rest of their life just
enjoying
traveling
themselves and each
and
other.
I think for them, this was like something that was spoken about early on. It's like, oh, do our wants and our desires and our everything, do they match, right? Like, is that, and I think oftentimes people overlook that. Well, I can change that about him. Or once we have kids, that'll change. And it's never the
doesn't.
case.
It doesn't.
It only
It
gets
doesn't
worse.
change.
It
We
never
also
gets
have
better.
to keep in mind we also live in different times.
Yeah.
So we're not in the same era as where your typical wife is gonna
Yeah.
have 30 dudes in her DM a day.
Why
Yeah.
do you think that? That's like the
I
weirdest
literally,
thing to me.
I literally don't.
No one DMs me.
No one ever DMs
like,
me.
It's like the weirdest thing.
I had a guy.
That's crazy
I
because
had a
I
guy.
can show you guys women that's not even close to being attractive as you guys.
No.
No one bothers me.
again,
I think
Yo.
that's where it's actually a little different. I think a lot of guys get very, very intimidated. There's like this was so many years ago. I had a guy who was severely insecure, and he would, I'd post my gym selfies or whatever, and I was cuter back then, and he'd be like, "You have guys." There was one time I was like, "We're going through my DMs,"
Here.
and I never deleted anything because I got nothing to hide. I was scrolling, and he was like, and he's like, "You deleted shit." I was like, "I swear on my mother." I
Meanwhile,
deleted
meanwhile, it's all my girlfriends that
Yeah,
are
yeah,
like
yeah.
responding to my
Hard.
story with like my hard eyes.
And
Like,
it's
oh my God, you're
are
so
you
hot.
on a mental breakdown right now?
Yo,
Because
but-
I am.
Yeah,
It's like not
literally.
even
So-
anything like that.
So believe it or not, you guys are like an anomaly because that's crazy. No, you
I
have
don't
to
know, because
understand.
I know a lot of girls who, they
Who's
struggle.
a lot of girls?
Like
Because
some of my friends, they struggle to like even be in relationships because the
I'll tell you-
guys don't come up to them.
I'll tell
Guys
you-
don't DM them.
I'll tell you what, right? So after we do this, I'm gonna take individual pictures with you.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put you on my story.
Okay.
Let's see how many DMs you get.
That I get?
Yeah, watch.
I'm gonna say no. We'll do an over under. I'm literally gonna say zero.
Zero?
I'm gonna say no one's gonna message me.
Okay. Watch.
I'll
I'm
probably gain a follower and they'll like something here and there, and that's it. I'm not gonna
Okay.
get DMs. I'm
so
telling
let's
you.
let's do it.
I think there's an intimidation factor nowadays when it comes to dating or whatever, because if you come in too strong, like, hey, like, you're hot, any girl's gonna be like, fuck off.
Well,
You know what I mean?
No. It all depends on who says you're hot.
Correct.
If an ugly dude says you're hot, get away from me.
Listen, if
a
you follow
cute
me on
dude-
Instagram, you know I'm not responding to that. If you followed me on Instagram and the shit that I'm posting, no guy has the balls to get into my
do that.
DMs. There's times where I have taken a screenshot. I'm like, can somebody get their husband out of my DMs? I'm that bitch. I will post it.
Oh, then
After
that could,
no,
that could be
nobody ever. I never get DMs, and even if I do, I just ignore them.
Yeah.
Right.
I ignore them.
Even if you do, you just ignore them.
They sit
But
in like
you
the
know, it's-
request or something,
and
and I'm like,
speak-
delete.
Yeah, it goes to a request folder
Yeah,
for me.
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't go straight
And
to
if you
my-
don't follow me
Right.
either,
Thing.
or
Yeah.
sorry, if I don't follow you back,
Right.
you can't comment on my story.
Nope.
I don't allow that.
or like on
Don't
any of my
fucking
posts.
bother me.
that
It's-
you can
I
follow
make
me.
it where you cannot fucking
right.
bother
So you guys
me.
set it up so that you can't really like
Get DMs.
get DMs like
Correct.
that. You
Yeah,
get what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So
yeah.
that's different as where like these wives that I'm talking about, they don't set it up like that.
Well, because they're looking for attention. They're seeking attention.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Understandable. So it's not even set up like that, but like, because there's no way you guys.
All right,
are not getting DMs.
I'll open up my DMs. Anyone can
Open it up.
I'll open them up.
Open it up.
Let's see what happens.
I'm gonna take.
I'm
a picture.
willing to experiment. I
Listen,
still don't think anything's gonna change.
I'm gonna take a picture of you. Oh, and I'm also gonna show you the people that personally hit me up asking about you guys.
Oh,
That's
okay.
different.
That
That's
counts.
like
What do you
who's
mean?
this?
All right.
That's different.
Okay,
so
so
that's
if they
that's
hit
like
me up-
saying
if
that's
they
like
hit
saying
me up-
I'm at a bar and me, hey, oh my god, hi, nice to see you, and then I walk away and your friend's like, yo, who is that? Oh, like my friend. Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, but this is what we're gonna do though.
Or
right?
it's like
So
your
no,
friend
no.
comes in,
When-
hi, nice to meet you, and I'm like, yo, you're
So
way too
when-
close to my face.
So when they do ask about you, I'm gonna be like, she's single and she's a go. Then we're gonna see a DM.
She's a go.
She's a go.
Then we're
Yikes.
gonna see a DM.
But I'm taking it. I'm not a go. And you'll be like,
Alright.
she'll fucking kill you.
She will kill you.
She
yes.
will murder you.
No, I'll just ignore her. I don't want to entertain anybody. Though you did post something the other day that I responded to. He posted something that said something like, ladies, if someone's sliding in your DMs, the only response is no response.
Right.
But I responded and I go, but what's the question? Like, what are you asking? Like, and I think, I'm not sure if I'm different because like, if someone's wanting to come see me at the bar and they're
Well,
going to give me money, yeah, come through. I'm working.
No, you answered it already because you said you ignore the DMs. So that's that's the point I was trying to make. So,
If someone's like coming in and saying, hey, like you're hot, I would like, that's like something. But like, if it's someone that's like, oh, you working, or is your band playing here? Or like, then I'd be like, yeah, we're playing. It literally says it on the store. You know, like what?
So no, so when I put up that,
It's circumstantial.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is because I put up that post because it's crazy to me how you could slide in a woman's DM and have a whole conversation with her, and then you end it with the, hey, you should let me take you out sometime.
I have a boyfriend.
Oh, sorry, I'm taking. Like, then why the would
Why
you
are
be
you
responding to
talking?
me?
Yeah.
Right?
I stand on
So,
that.
like,
I
yeah, so why-
100%
yeah,
agree
so
with that.
why-
I'm sorry. If you're in a relationship, and this is where I get a little, I guess, old school or whatever the fuck you want to call it, you are not getting a response. That's where you're going into requests.
exactly.
It's not even going to alert you that I opened it. I don't
Right.
even open it. If I don't know you, if it's not, no, thank you. Like,
Right, and-
it's unnecessary.
and that's what I
to be honest,
posted.
even when I'm single, sometimes I'm like, too lazy.
Way too
Way
lazy.
too lazy. No, thank
And
you.
that's
But
why
yeah,
I put
no.
that, and that's why I put that up. I said no response is the proper
Even
response.
a
if you're in a
like.
relationship,
Yeah,
no
even a like
response
is
the proper response.
Even a like, and a guy would be like, "Ooh, she liked my comment. I'm gonna try again next week." It's like, no, thank you. Just unreachable.
Listen, as men, listen, we're the aggressors, so any feedback we get, we're jumping on it.
yeah.
You kidding me? Like me, I can tell a girl like me because if you like 3 of my pictures in a row, right? But they from different dates, oh, you definitely look through.
Yeah.
I always like your photos when you post though.
Yeah,
I'm like,
come
oh,
on, Danielle.
Lou.
It's,
Yeah, but you
it's
guys are
though.
friends.
Like,
You guys are
like,
friends.
I
I
don't-
don't think Lou's
I
looking
don't-
at
I
like,
do
damn,
not
Danielle's
s-
trying to fuck.
I do not see Danielle like and be like, oh yes, this is my chance. Nah.
Yeah, no. I was gonna say, you guys are just friends. Yeah, I don't know. I think when it comes to social media, there's got to be like a certain level of trust in another person. You know what I mean? Like if my boyfriend posts like him at the gym looking great, I'm like, you look hot as fuck. This is great. Like I'm never like, why the fuck are you posting this? Take this shit down. Because I trust enough where if a girl's like DMing him, he's not responding to them because I'm not doing it either.
Must
Now,
be nice.
if the lines cross and I do like see something like that, I'd be like, oh, cool. We're gonna discontinue this. Goodbye. You know
We're
what I
gonna
mean? But I'm
discontinue.
also I think just being upfront about shit like that. Like, listen, my trust goes a very, very, very long way. You know what I mean? Being honest with that.
So I have a question for you guys. Why is it that using the term insecure towards men big now? Because it's like it's I don't think it's insecurity for a lot of the situations that women claim are insecure.
I think there's a level, like you were saying, you know, when social media comes about with a man physically,
Yeah.
right? They're gonna look, this guy's bigger than me. This guy's taller than me. This guy posts more. This guy is more whatever. And
Like if
insecurity might,
I'm liking their stuff, is that what you're?
no, I'm
talking
saying
about?
like say I start following somebody
Okay.
Right.
or whatever, and this guy is bigger, taller, more, successful or whatever, a guy will be like, oh, this guy's better than me.
But what
You know what I mean? It
so
becomes an
so the real
insecurity.
question starts with,
Why are you following him?
yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we,
but I'm
we
just
don't
saying.
even have to go into
Yeah,
what he
yeah,
looks
yeah,
like.
yeah.
Why did you follow him? Like, was it a business
No,
move?
I mean, I
Like,
never did, but like I'm just saying, I'm using it as an example.
So a lot of all right. So the reason why I brought that up is because when when men, for instance, would say, you shouldn't post that, like I don't, or like you shouldn't talk to him. Women look at it as insecurity when in reality we just know how men think. We know.
Now, do you know how men think? Because that's what you're doing.
Duh.
Okay, this is where I have like a little issue with this because my exes were insane.
Yeah.
So like,
They were crazy.
if I would post like a story and like I never post like thirst traps. Like
No,
I don't
no,
post
no.
bikini pics. Like maybe
You
like,
really don't.
I really
Yeah.
don't do that. But like I would post stories of like if I was at work or like just my face and be like, why are you posting thirst traps? I'm like, it's literally like my face. Like
Right.
this is like what I look like. Well,
Right.
yeah, who's like responding? Who you're entertaining? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, why? Like why are you bugging out about it? And is it because, well, I know how men think. Is it because like you're turning around and you're like responding to other girls' stories and that's why you're projecting that shit onto me?
Yes and no, because my thing is, all right, with your situation.
Oh, that's a good point. Like you're doing it. That's
Like
why you're
Right.
becoming
So like
weird about it.
when you look at me and say, I know how men think, you're saying, I'm doing that. That's why I know it happens.
So it's not necessarily I'm doing that. So I'll give you an example, right? I was the other guy in a lot of situations.
Okay.
So when you're the other guy
You're
in
the
a lot of
homewrecker.
situations, am I though?
Were you?
I think the woman's the home. She's the one that wrecked the home.
Yeah, that's true.
But
get
you
what
were aware?
So I was aware. Because when you're the other guy, this is the crazy thing about being the other guy. You know everything and the main guy knows nothing. That's the crazy part about
ew, I don't like that.
I'm nervous.
it. You know everything and the main guy knows nothing. So she won't pick up your phone call when she's with him, but she'll pick up his phone call when she's with you. So you'll hear the conversation. You'll know everything going on, and he doesn't have the slightest clue.
That makes my skin
No, but
crawl.
that's why this new phenomenon, hey, I'm the side guy,
Is that a thing now?
What? Yo, hey, I'm the side guy. Like you got to deal with all her bullshit, and she just come over and I fuck.
Oh,
wow,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
I'm the side guy. Yeah.
So that's a flex.
Yeah.
That,
Like,
being
yo-
the
Have you
side
ever
guy is
had
a
a
flex?
situation where you were the side guy and she tried making you the main guy? Like,
Yeah,
left?
when she ended it, I was
Oh
like,
my god!
I was like, yo, you think? I was like, how you think this is gonna go? Like, really? How do you think this is gonna go? I was your whole side guy, and you think that I'm gonna make you the main? I saw the bullshit you put him through. Like, what made you think I want to go through that?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So
you're
it's like,
capable of doing that.
so a lot of men, especially like attractive men, like we were the side guys. So what we've seen and the things that we saw women capable of doing, that sticks with us.
yeah.
So
That's
when we
wild.
so when we do deal with a woman, it's certain things that we would see you do, even though it's not like your mindset's not there because you're just not that type of woman. But it's certain things that you may do that may be a trigger as to, oh, she did that. You get what
Like,
I'm
that's
saying?
weird.
So
Yeah.
your selfie that you're putting up, he could have been the side guy. I could have been right here. It was times where she's in the car putting up a selfie, right? When I left her car to go get something, and I'm outside watching her pulling up a selfie, right? And in the car with the selfie, and I'm in my head, I'm like, when I see the actual selfie on the story, I'm like, I was with her. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's
I was
wild.
with her, and she put the story up, and like it was one time a girl was just like, I'm on my way to see hubby, yeah, because you just left me. Like,
Ooh,
you get what I'm
That's
saying? So when what you call
Oh my
insecurity,
God.
it's not really an insecurity. It's facts that we've seen ourselves. It's things that we've seen ourselves done. You get it? So when
Yeah.
we see certain traits or certain things, so like if I go through your phone right now, I will go through your phone in a way where you would be like, why would you even go there? Because I've seen wicked stuff.
Yeah, you see where
know?
people hide shit? Can you show me? Where
Yeah.
people hide shit?
Right,
Because
what do you wanna
I want to
hide?
know.
Nah,
What do you
yo,
wanna
No,
hide?
no, I want to know what I should be looking for.
bro,
Show me what I need to look for.
Oh.
I could show you what you need to look for.
Yeah, like what do I need to look for? Like what hidden apps do I need to like find?
Forget hidden apps.
Forget
you just
hidden
gotta
apps.
go to like the like when you go to the phone storage and then you click on photos to see what photos were sent out. So you could
You could do that?
Yeah, you could actually see what. So let's say if one of the photos, it won't show you who they sent it out to, but let's say if it was a photo she sent to you of her like naked. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You know, you're just one person. So if the photos show that it was sent to 4 different numbers,
It'll put up the numbers?
no, it won't.
But
that's enough.
it'll
but
tell
that's
you
So
enough.
that
how
she
many
sent
times
it to
that
4
one photo
people.
has
Right.
made?
Right.
Wait, where is that? I need to know where that is.
Oh my God, this is
Right.
Who else are you sending shit
crazy.
to?
Right. And then and then
My
you
poor
always gotta
boyfriend.
check
Just kidding.
top 3 things to check.
Mm-hmm.
Snap, Cash App.
Oh, like Venmo.
You can catch someone cheating on Venmo and
Oh,
on Cash App.
absolutely.
Cash App, yeah, Cash App.
Absolutely.
And believe it or not, email. That's the new that's the
Oh.
new
Is it a new thing? Because actually, I caught someone. Remember, I told that story with the
Yeah.
email.
Yeah.
And he like emailed the pictures to himself, and I found the pictures. I go, "What are these pictures?"
Yo, crazy thing is, right? Because now that we're dealing with like iCloud,
Mm-hmm.
I could email you and it comes in as a text for you.
Mm-hmm.
You get it?
Yeah.
So when you text me back, it comes in as an email. So while she's sitting
Wow.
there going through the phone for the message, I don't got nothing to hide.
It's going to my
It's on
email.
Oh my God.
And then just to be even safer, you forward it to your other email on Yahoo so they don't go through the iCloud.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
All right, but it's
It's
wicked.
gotta be
though.
the best tits ever.
Is
No,
this
but-
is this going to be an episode on how to cheat? Jesus Christ! Like, what
Nah,
are we
but
Yeah,
it's
doing
the-
here?
yeah. No.
I
How to
learned-
catch a cheater.
I learned all of this
From a cheater.
through women. I
Yeah.
learned all of this
Being the side dude.
being the side dude.
Wow.
You'll learn how they get away with things. It's like this chick she would change the avatar of my name to the settings logo and put settings so that whenever
Why is
No.
settings calling you?
No.
no, but it wouldn't. But it's like I knew not to call her, so it would only pop up as a text, and it would just show settings. You get what I'm saying? So
That
like,
is wild.
yeah. So like that would, but because it's like it's rules to it. You know what time?
And if he has like a WhatsApp on his phone, like red flags.
When you go to DR, when you go to other countries,
Yeah, that's different.
that's all you could use. Like
Yeah, I couldn't.
so when
use
I'm in-
when
yeah,
I was
when
in
I'm
but
in
you
Costa-
could
when I
easily
was
be
in Costa
talking
Rica.
to another girl on WhatsApp. He found some
yeah, but
bitch in
WhatsApp
Dominican
is
Republic.
still your phone number though.
That's true, but
Right.
it's not alerting you when somebody texts.
It's not. You can't put your notifications
Well, like
on.
if your significant other is like, oh, let me go into the text messages, they don't realize that you even have a WhatsApp and you've been talking to somebody on WhatsApp. Make sure he doesn't have WhatsApp on there. And you could actually delete it from your home screen. You have to go search for WhatsApp. So even if she's scrolling, trying to find, she's like, oh, there's no WhatsApp. But if you pull the toggle down and put in there WhatsApp, it'll come
It'll
up.
pop up. Yeah.
Yeah. If you really want to
Wild.
know, like, who,
Yo, that's crazy.
if you
I
wanna-
just, woo.
if you want to know who really means something to your girl, or like she had something for at one point to the point where it bothers her so much, go to her block list.
Oh.
Go to her block list.
There's
on
like,
social
you know, that there's
media.
like over 50 something people on my block list.
Oh, I believe it, but I
There's so many
guarantee
block
you,
people.
2 of them meant something to you at some point, to why they're like literally still blocked and will probably always be blocked. But there's times where women would unblock them, go through whatever they go through, and then block them again. You get what I'm saying? So
Yeah, like in high school, I did that shit.
Yeah, no, I'm too old for that. I
Yeah,
don't
I'm way
care
too old
anymore.
for that. I'm sorry.
I don't care anymore.
The maturity level is a little too high. It's like
Yeah.
standards being on the floor. Like, oh, I miss this guy. Google him. I'm sure he has a mugshot somewhere.
oh, sure.
Honestly, probably.
Because that's the type of guys that I was probably obsessed with in my like early teens. I'm like, he went to jail and he's so hot.
Okay, not the hot jailbird. See, didn't I tell you we were gonna go off on a tangent?
So I
This
have
is-
I have a few questions for you.
Absolutely.
Oh, she's pulling him
Oh,
out,
shit.
pulling him out.
So we have a few questions.
Sorry, your watch triggered me. It looked like my old ankle bracelet.
Okay.
My whoop.
She's like, this is the watch we're talking about here.
Oh.
That's so funny. Okay. So first question, and these were done while we were drinking one random night.
Oh, yeah.
Craziest,
Why wasn't I invited?
because it was after recording, and we
Yeah, I think we
even-
recorded 2 episodes that
yeah,
night.
and now I was like, I need a drink.
Okay.
Craziest overall story working in adult entertainment.
we're spanning all because
Well,
I
not escort, just male entertainment, and then if you have 2, 1 for each, that's cool. Or if you have one overall crazy.
or have
story.
you had anybody ask for something really insane?
Okay. I had a couple in Glastonbury, which I don't find too insane. Cause what's insane to you guys? Because I did furries.
What's furries?
Yes, explain what that is.
What's
We
furries?
dress up in animal costumes to have sex.
Did you have the big head?
That's all I had because the costume was very hot.
I can't wear the costume.
He's like, "I'm not
only
wearing
the
the
Like
head."
head.
that's all you're getting from me. Like that's it. That's it.
That's hilarious.
Okay, so what is like the furries? What is that? Like, what does that do?
Well,
do
'cause,
they
like, I just came across
sleeping with a
something.
fucking
It was like
stuffed
a
animal?
butt plug, but it was like a tail.
A tail.
Yeah.
Is that different than furries?
No, that's just some kinky stuff. But yeah, so furries. All right, so from my understanding, because I only knew furries through like a client. Like,
Okay.
You know, so I wasn't the best furry candidate because I'm not making the animal noises. Like they
Stop!
wanted.
You had to make animal noises.
They
What animal
wanted-
were you?
No, they wanted. I was a wolf.
Imagine
Yeah.
he's over there like, oh, when he's coming.
No, but it's
Oh
like,
God!
they
Oh my
want.
God.
They want the animal sex, like they want like the noise and everything, like you know what I'm saying.
the fuck?
Now for me, it's kind of like, listen, I'll take $100 off because I'm not making the noises. Like,
I'll give you
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
discount because
Like,
I'm not making
I'll
those
give you a
noises.
discount.
You
I'm
know,
not making the noises.
you know, but good thing for her, it was a visual thing. Just
Okay.
seeing the wolf
Just seeing the head,
was just.
but it was
like-
just the head.
That's
yeah,
wild.
and she was in her and it's not even like they were like a sexy rabbit. No, it's just
a
real
straight up
rabbit costume.
fucking rabbit.
Real
Wait, just like
fucking
the
rabbit.
butt,
And she was like,
the butt unbuttoned.
she brought
and
like
then
a
you did-
carrot in. She's like, nang,
Yeah.
nang, nang.
So literally
got
the
just a little
back
snack.
the back flap just falls and it's her ass like type shit. Yeah.
Wow.
So it was like that. But the furries I didn't even find like wild. Like one lady had like a meat fetish. So she like we
like
literally
raw meat,
raw meat. So we went
No.
and got like raw meat.
like prosciutto and stuff.
She wanted more red meat like steaks and stuff like that.
Okay. And what did you do with those steaks?
Well we
He shoved them up her ass.
no we put it
What did we do with them? What?
we put it on the bed and we had sex on the meat. So she wanted like the meat slapped on her while we were having sex, and she like rubbed the meat on her titties and things like that. That was.
I
Like, her
feel like
thing.
that's not sanitary.
I don't think it's sanitary at all.
Like there's got to be like a E. coli sitch going on there. Like
Well,
that's
Can't you like eat steak raw? Steak tartare is
well,
like
it
a
depends on
thing.
like the grade, right? You
Right,
can't just
yeah.
walk into a fish shop and be like, oh, let me eat some raw fish. But
Well,
you
I
go
could
to
guarantee
sushi
you.
grade tuna, and you could eat that
I
raw.
could
So it's like
guarantee you the meat was disposed of after that.
I was gonna say, did
Yeah.
she eat it out? Did she cook it
No, 'cause
afterwards?
and
that's
she's like,
not
so do you
her-
want steak?
That
yeah,
wasn't.
you
I
want
got
to stay
two.
for steak?
No, that
Want to
was.
stay for dinner?
That wasn't her. Like, but there's just the raw meat. It had to be cold.
You
So
can't
the
stay
raw
cold
meat-
for long if you're
It's
rolling
Yeah.
gotta
around
be a
on it.
sensory thing. That's gotta be like some sort of sensory
Well, it did
thing.
it for her. That's for sure. Like, I was just so disgusted the first time.
And then you did it again,
Yeah,
of course.
He was like, it was great money.
but that's the
Fuck it.
problem though, because then it's like you do get desensitized. Because then it's like, because furries at one point to me was just like, what the fuck is this? And now it's just like, oh, okay. It's just-
This is what we're doing.
Furries.
All right,
He's like,
cool.
I wear the whole outfit now.
no.
He's like, I have
I'll
a
wear-
furry butt plug in.
Yo. But I had this one couple that the dude, he paid me $600 for him to jerk off while I had sex with his wife.
Oh, like a cuckold or whatever.
Is that what it's called?
Mhm.
Is that what it's called? Wow.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
when they like watching.
Oh, and the guy's just in the corner sitting in a chair fucking beating his meat. Were you not weirded out? You just had to like
No.
ignore him.
I'm not with. All right, so where I come from, like my neighborhood, on half days, we used to run trains on females. So we're accustomed.
I'm sorry.
Whoa!
So we're accustomed to
other
putting
men.
on a show.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. All right.
Wow.
We're accustomed to put on a show.
Wow.
But that's also the time where you find out who's probably gay. Because I remember I had one friend. Well, he later on we found out was gay. His one friend, my boy having sex with a girl, and this chick is riding him, and he like push her to the side, and he's like, "Yeah, get it, Josh." I'm like, what the fuck?
What?
No, not Josh.
Could be a Janie.
It always has to be Jay. Oh my God. And then he later came out and said he's gay.
He actually went to prison for murdering his boyfriend.
Okay.
This whole story took
just
so
took a
many
turn.
turns.
Yeah.
Wow.
See, this is why I said this is probably going to be like a two-parter.
Yeah. Okay, next question.
Yes.
Does it affect your personal dating life?
No, not for me as a man. For a woman, it would.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, if she's
'Cause I'm-
affected, it ultimately affects your relationship.
Right. Like for me, the amount of women I have sex with is not to make it or break it for a woman. You get what I'm saying? Or what I do for that matter. Not saying I'll do that while I'm in a relationship. You get what I'm saying? So
So like when you were very active in the adult entertainment industry and the escorting industry,
yeah.
like did you ever like fall in love with somebody and she was like, I can't be with you because of this?
No, I didn't fall in love with no. I was looking for love. I was looking
Okay.
for that paper.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
That money.
So it never really affected your personal dating life.
No, it did not. It
Interesting.
absolutely did not. No.
Well,
but
I mean,
it
like,
does kind of affect how you look at women, no? Does it?
No. You know what? Being the side guy affected me more than absolutely anything could affect me.
Wow.
that makes sense, though.
More than anything.
Yeah.
Because, believe it or not, right? So even in the male escorting, and when I did like OnlyFans, I was like more like last year, not 2 years ago, things like that, right? The OnlyFans, like, and the porn stars were cleaner than your typical. I mean, they got to get so many different tests done and things like that, and then it's like because you see, let's say, in a year they had videos with like 4 different dudes, right? But they're making constant content with just 4 different dudes, as where your regular chick around the way probably has sex with 7 dudes that year. You get what I'm saying? And didn't get tested not once. You know, it's just it's crazy to me how the people that get looked down upon for what they do are actually doing things the right way.
I would agree with that.
They're
too.
doing
Yeah.
it the right way. They're doing it the
But
absolute.
they're
was it?
just doing
There
it
was
so
a-
everyone can see,
Can
and I
see.
think that's the difference. Like,
Lana
if we're
Rhoades
doing
talked about
if we're
this.
doing it behind closed doors, like nobody actually knows. You don't know. You literally don't know who I'm sleeping with. Nobody
No,
nobody
no
knows
one
what I'm
knows.
doing when I'm home by,
Yeah.
like by myself. You know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
so. Yeah,
You're
it's
having
way
concerts
easier.
in the shower.
I mean, that's actually I'm sitting and crying, but like that's the whole other story. But like when you're doing things in the open, it's almost like. And now I don't think this, but people feel like they have the green light to judge it because you're putting it on display.
I mean, they do have
Right?
the green lights to judge it. I feel like anything.
You don't
What do
have
you
to
mean?
watch. Like you don't have. Like you can be like, I,
think
don't
it's
really
I
agree
think
with
it's
that.
very,
My
I
thing
think
is-
it's very
Move along.
normalized.
My thing is
nowadays.
like just like you're saying, you don't have to watch, but I could watch.
But you
The fact
could.
that it's there, I could watch and I could judge
Yeah,
because it's there. Now, if it wasn't there, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
We wouldn't be having this conversation. If
Yeah.
it wasn't there would be nothing to judge. You gave
Yeah,
me
yeah.
something to judge,
Yeah.
you know?
But yeah, Lana
But that's
Rhoades
the
had a
ol-
whole entire interview about this, and she says, she's like, I'm looked down upon. She's like, I got tested regularly. Like, I mean, she was like a literal porn star. It was a little different, but she was
But
like,
that's like her. That's
Yeah.
her work.
She
It's
was
her
like- she's
job.
like, I know
she
girls
was a
who-
professional.
yeah,
Yeah.
she was
You
like, I know
know?
girls who have fallen in love 14 times this year and had sex with all 14
All
of them.
14
you know what I mean?
dudes,
Like,
yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's like, for her, she was like, why am I being looked down upon? I think it's just more so because it's on display.
Mm-hmm.
One
Like you
thing
guys
I
were
could
saying.
say, though, it does change my perspective on sex a little bit, though.
Okay.
Yeah, sex is fun.
Mm-hmm.
It could be like very fun, but I could see where sex could go sour, is because like in that field, especially like when dealing with clients, the want to indulge in sexual fantasies kind of like
Gets worse.
surpasses their like moral compass.
Oh.
Like
Well,
it's,
like like putting shit down a woman's throat
like it's
to get off.
It's to the point where like even for my female clientele, like they like these women are not ugly. They're not fat. They're in their 40s, but they look good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm looking at them like, what's the real issue here?
Yeah.
Because it's not you can't go to a bar and leave with somebody. It's definitely not that, you know?
Do you think maybe it's a control aspect?
Detachment aspect.
Well,
They've been
like,
burnt,
if
so
you're-
they're
if
like, let's
you're-
just do just sex and
And then
walk
that's
away
that.
from
Yeah,
it.
but
or-
we're talking about a field where she's paying me.
Yeah, no, but it's like a control. Like if I'm paying you, you have to do what I want.
True.
Is it a
So
control?
you
This is
right.
what I want, and this
And
is
this
how I want you to
it.
do it.
Gotcha.
And
Because this
she
other
doesn't even
idiot
really
was,
have to worry
was
about,
free,
like,
but
what-
he wasn't giving me what I wanted.
well, no,
Right.
and maybe that could be it, or maybe they got burned, and they're like, you know what, I need to just have sex
You
and
know what?
not
Yeah. I
have to
never
deal
even
with
looked at
any
it like that.
feelings.
Yeah.
Because when you pay, you literally get for exactly what you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
getting
So it's
what
like
I
I
pay
know
for.
what's gonna get me off, and that's what I want done. Okay.
Yeah,
got
And
it.
I don't
especially
have to
if it's-
deal with you
it-
crying or no.
Especially if it's like
Right.
a fantasy that your normal Joe Schmo like doesn't understand or can't abide to, I guess the word
Mm-hmm.
could be. Then it's like, all right, well, I don't have to go down this fucking road of like explaining to somebody, and you might be a side piece in a way that's like, well, I can't get my husband to do something like that because I know for sure he won't. So I'll go pay for somebody to do it for me because I know he won't do that, and it might actually fuck with our relationship. So it's like, you know, if it's
There's
like
a
a
lot of
degrading
those.
thing, you know, like if you're in a relationship with somebody who's like, I'll never smack you, I don't want to punch you in the face, and you're like, but I need to get off.
I had
And
I
it's
had
like,
this
it
I
kinda
had this
separates that.
one I had this one white lady, and I was attracted to her. I'm not even attracted to white women like that. So like I was very attracted to her because she's like a CEO of some company,
Mm-hmm.
like out of California, and
Okay.
literally comes once a month to Manhattan to her. She has like I thought it was a hotel. It's a penthouse.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because the elevator opened up to her floor,
That's fucking
Oh.
sick.
to her apartment. Yeah.
All right.
And it's crazy because, like, when I got to the front desk, the dude looked up. He said, 804. And then looked right back to
I'm
Ooh, he knew where
dead.
you were going.
He knew what you were there for.
Yo, I'm hoping
oh my
I'm
god.
hoping it was when I was parking and I told her I'm coming in that she
She's
called
like,
down.
okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was hoping,
And
you know.
he's like, oh, another one
But-
of these. Go upstairs.
But
804.
her fetish was actual like cum.
Oh.
Yes. So she said it was $1,000 for the meetup, and then she says $100 for every time you come.
Wow. So did you
Yeah.
have to like take like pills and shit for that?
Did I? What? I was taking Men's Health 1 a day.
What's that?
The Flintstone gummies.
You're doing.
No.
Is it
He was
Flintstones?
snorting Flintstone
Nah, the one
gummies.
the one a day it increases your cum volume.
I didn't know
The
that.
volume, yeah. No, they have a specific Men's Health 1 a day for that.
I didn't
Oh,
know
I didn't
that.
know
Yeah.
that either.
And then I was taking, so I did a combination of potassium, magnesium, and zinc.
Okay.
What was the most you ever came with her?
With her, it's when my boy Jamel, rest in peace, he was in a wheelchair and he was getting like Viagra, cause you know he was.
Yeah.
Bro, I popped half of that, and I just wouldn't go soft, and I just kept nutting.
You're like, great.
I
There's.
nutted
He's like
yo,
100.
Yo, no, I actually just got $300 extra because by the 400,
Yeah, you're numb.
it's like
at that
I was nutting, but nothing was coming. I'm like, I'm drained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was like, it was that and like Red Bulls. Like I was,
Yeah.
I like, yo, when I said I tore her up, Like,
Jeez.
we might have been in
Big dog.
love, low key. Nah.
We might have been
He goes,
in love.
Because she was giving you like $1,500 every
No, but she would
meetup.
feed me though. You can't do that. Like when I got there, we would literally have dinner, and then she'd be like, "Okay, you ready?" Like,
Oh, so it was almost like a little relationship type of sitch.
oh no, once a month. I had a specific phone that only rang one. It was no texting. It was nothing. Like, just she hit me up once a month, and I wouldn't even know what day.
Has she hit you up again, or is she married? What's going on with
Well,
her?
this is an interesting. This story's gonna get wicked. So this
Okay.
is how that ended.
Okay.
So I was doing out calls at the time, meaning
What are
that I
out
would go
calls?
see you.
Oh, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
cost more. So I went, and this is why I stopped like masculine, whatever. So I was doing an out call. I went to a house, and then it was just like, oh, they're just like, oh, I just want to give you head. Sorry,
Oh.
and I'm just like, huh, doesn't sound right.
Okay.
Why would you pay me $400 to give me some fucking head?
Yeah.
Give anybody head. So going to the crib, I'm like, yo, what the fuck are the lights? Oh, I have candles. I didn't pay the light bill. I'm like, huh. Strike two.
I didn't pay the light bill, but I'll pay you $400.
$400.
Okay,
Listen.
wait. Okay, continue.
Like,
I'm
yeah.
I'm scared. I'm like scared for
I'm on
you.
the
I'm
edge
like,
of
go
my
ahead.
seat.
I'm
So-
afraid.
So then they're like, oh, you could just take off your pants. I'll give you head. And I said, oh yeah, money up front, whatever. Got my $400. I act like I played with my belt buckle, and then it went down, and I grabbed it by the neck, and I felt the Adam's apple.
Oh,
Yeah, I knew it.
You knew it
yo.
was a guy.
Like with
with the wig?
long hair, yeah, wig, whatever the case may be. I beat the dog shit,
Oh no!
right? But,
Yikes!
Like,
Oh my God.
like bad,
Oh
but
no.
right. But the phone that I used was the same phone that she was on. The dude from upstate Connecticut with his wife was on.
Mhm.
I literally had to get rid of that phone, period.
Because
And
of
I
this
couldn't
person.
be in contact because I was still on probation.
Oh.
So any police contact, I was all set.
Gotcha.
That's how I lost contact with all of my clients. And I was too afraid to get them back because what if the police reached out to them?
Oh.
Because I took the phone, I took the phone of
The person.
the person and mine because that's the only link
Mhm.
you had to me. You
Yeah,
get what
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying? So it was a wild situation. I had no business being in. But that's literally what ended the escorting.
How
Wow.
long ago was that?
That was Oh, I know exactly. It was
Did
the
they beat up that dude?
Yeah.
Do you think maybe that guy just wanted
20
you there to like experiment?
13, 14. No,
Oh, okay.
because on my post, I made it clear that I said no men.
on your post on Craigslist?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
on Backpage. I made it very clear. No men.
Mhm.
Well, that's why there was no lights. That's why they were being weird.
Right.
Yeah.
I didn't pay the light bill, but here's your money.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
what?
the fuck? Yeah.
So
All right. One more question. What do your friends and family think about you or having been an escort and in the adult entertainment?
I mean, my mom does not know.
Oh, shit.
That's not really something I would tell. Like, my mom's Haitian. Where would she even find out? You know, like
Does she still live in Haiti?
no.
Okay, so then what? How could she
Someone
not find
could
out? Social
easily
media
send
is
her
like a
this fucking
yeah. Someone could
a
tell
reel
her.
from
And
this.
she would not understand a word. Not like not that she doesn't understand English. She
No.
speaks. My mom speaks English. It's just that she wouldn't understand what's going on.
Yeah. She'd be like, all right.
What am I watching?
She'd be like, oh, great, he's famous.
my mom is like so kind-hearted. She would be like, Lou, I saw your video. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
You know, she didn't understand anything.
Yeah.
Good video, Lou. Good video.
You did great. You're doing great,
It's just-
sweetie. That's hilarious.
So yeah.
I mean,
But,
do your friends know? I mean, I know.
My friends know. Like my boy Josh, Same Josh, the same Josh that was getting stared at by the other dude.
Yeah.
My boy Josh, I literally paid him $300 to take me to see that lady. I was just like, bro, he thought I was joking. I was just like, bro, I'm really gonna make like $1,000 just going to knock this lady off. He's like, there's no way. I'm just like, bro, just pick me up and bring me to Manhattan. I'll give you $300 and I'll get you something to eat. He's just like, there's no way. Went up, did what I had to do. Came down, gave him the cash. He's just like, whenever you need a ride, bro.
You just let me know.
You let me,
Yeah.
you let me know.
Lou
and if
had
you
a whole
need-
entire car service once a month.
Yeah.
Yo, like, and it's just, and I don't know, I only use him once. I just wanted him to see, like, I'm not joking, bro.
Like I'm not lying. I swear.
So my friends, they thought it was hilarious.
Yeah. Did you make a lot of friends through this?
Not so much. I didn't want to like really be cool with you after.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I didn't really want to be cool with you after. I should have. Because
Connections are connections.
Connections
yeah,
are
it's all about who
connections.
you know. You know this.
Yeah.
It is. I should have. My friends thought it was hilarious because, who I was in the streets at the time compared to me, like, I was a shooter.
Mm-hmm.
So I was.
I don't know what that means.
Literally a shooter. Like,
Oh. You were
Yeah.
literally
Bang bang, shoot 'em up.
bang, shoot 'em up. Yeah.
Wild Wild West. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me to like literally like sit there and, you know.
You're like, I'm having sex for money, and I'll blow your brains out. Like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Literally,
Fair enough.
Literally.
Well,
So they found it. They just like it was weird. It was weird to them. They were just like, how? Like, how do you even get into that? Like, who did you meet?
Yeah. Who did you meet?
yeah. How did you?
Yeah.
How did you be like?
He said he knew some girls that were making good money
yeah.
from like.
Right, but it
was
was
it people that you
actually-
knew from like
So
school?
no. So this is how the swinger and all of that situation happened. I was at a gas station, right, and then this dude came up to me, white dude. And he was just like, bro, this is gonna sound weird, but you like have like a great physique, you're in good shape. I run a company, it's called Men in Motion. And you ever thought about stripping, bro? And I was just like, you joking.
Stranger danger.
Yo, I was like, you joking. Yo, introduced me to his wife and everything. And I'm still on the website, Men in Motion.
I.
Googles.
What is your stage name?
It was Lou. I don't
Oh
even
my! His name is Lou.
He's like. Hey.
Yeah. But
I don't
but
give a
at the time it was Chocolate Casanova.
Oh yeah,
No.
I remember that.
Yeah.
No,
It was
Chocolate
Chocolate
Casanova
Casanova.
is
It was.
crazy.
Because that was his Instagram handle
was
when
mine,
when
yeah.
I first started
God.
following him.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, Chocolate Casanova.
Wait, this was in Connecticut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's out of Connecticut, Mass, Rhode Island. So we did like stuff everywhere.
I'm gonna have to look into this later because I need to find it. That is hilarious.
No, that's literally it's so easy to find.
no, I found it.
Oh, you did? And
No,
then
I
just go
found-
to all you have to go is go to click on the actual site, the top one right there, and then go to the men. And
The
then,
men.
And then go down to the right 10 spaces.
He knows exactly where he is.
Yeah.
The men.
And you'll see my picture.
Wait, and go to what?
Did you click on the men?
Yeah.
All right, keep going down. 10 spaces to the right. It's gonna be an old picture.
Wait.
Keep going right there.
That's you?
Yeah.
Lou! Wait, can they see it?
yeah.
Is it?
That is
I'm
hilarious.
fucking screaming.
That
Crazy.
is so funny.
So you could go
Wow.
back. You could go back to work for them if you want.
I don't know.
I think it's so
I
funny how they
wonder-
keep you on the.
Right, you saw how short my dreads were?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they were really short.
It was a while ago. Good times.
Good
Well-
times. Well, today was good times.
Yeah.
I definitely was.
This is a lot of information. Relationship advice, cheating advice.
Yeah.
I told
stripping
you guys.
advice.
You guys should have brought me onto the team.
You know, we didn't actually touch on the OnlyFans part.
Okay.
Because I remember Danielle telling me you were part of OnlyFans or
Yeah,
you were
so I do-
hired by OnlyFans people. Like, what was the deal
so
there?
so I would be featured on the OnlyFans. So when a woman would want to do content, if she needed somebody,
She would just hire you.
she would just hire me. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
one of them I was actually dealing with for a little while.
Oh wow.
I knew
like in a relationship.
I knew for a while. Let me not say
Oh,
deal with.
okay.
I knew for a while. So doing content with her wasn't really nothing. It was just like it's whatever.
Gotcha. And
so,
do you still do that?
No.
Too tired?
No, it's not even.
Have we gotten tired?
It's
Are
not,
we
yo,
over it?
Listen, it's like I have more things on my plate
Okay.
now. 2021, 22, yeah, you know, like fresh out, I had more time to do things, but
yeah.
now it's like I got a daughter I gotta take care of.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So what's like next for you?
Well, my daughter's moving in with me because I put her in private school.
Okay.
I'm actually starting. I'm trying to start a rental car
Nice.
business. I just purchased my second vehicle, but I'm not gonna like start it till I have 4 cars. But,
Like a churro or like an actual.
So no, I'm gonna start an actual rental. But like
an enterprise.
What I'm gonna do
Or budget.
is I'm gonna put the 4 vehicles on Toro only to generate money in order for me to
Get another car.
Rent out
Got
a
it,
lot.
got
Yeah,
it.
'cause
Gotcha.
Okay.
I want to be able to have the money to rent out a lot. But I can't say too much, but it's a specific market I'm going for with this rental car business. So it's not like I'm competing with Enterprise and Hertz. It's a specific market
Okay.
I'm going for.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to you.
Appreciate it.
And good luck to your daughter in private school.
Nah, for sure.
It's really nice that you're making sure that she has everything in her environment to grow and be the independent woman that she needs to be.
I just gotta keep men in motion out of her search box.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
for
real.
real.
She comes across and she's like, Dad, who is this? And you're
It's
like,
like, Dad,
I have no idea.
Dad, what is this? My mind your fucking business.
That's the day Lou shaves his head and be like, I don't know who the fuck
who is
that
that?
is.
That's
I
not
don't know
me.
who
That's
is
not
that.
me. Well, I think that's good. I think we could wrap it up here.
I think so
Okay.
too. Well, thank you so much for coming on
Hey,
with
listen,
us.
I
Thanks for
appreciate
joining.
you ladies for inviting me. Thank you so
This
much.
was fun. We'll probably have you on again. Maybe we'll
Yeah,
do
we have
something a
more.
little bit more niche. Like a very
Yeah.
niche topic
You could have me on for anything you want to talk about.
on the DLL.
I
On the-
want
on the
I
D
want,
double
like,
L.
I
On
want
the
the more
DLL.
controversial things because I'm very opinionated.
He
Okay.
is, that's for sure.
I
And
am
I'm surprised none of
very-
that came out today.
No. Time and place.
Let's let
Time
the
and
crowd
place.
fall in love with him, and then we'll bring him
And
back
then we'll
for
bring-
some very controversial stuff.
I like that
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, I like the
that.
controversial stuff.
That's fine because we're very opinionated as well. So
Yes. Well, we debate often.
yeah, we
Yes.
do.
Me and him.
Yes, we
So
do.
that's why I was like, you need to come on
Yeah.
the podcast. We need to like talk. I like how this was like a gentle easing in. We're getting to know you, or the audience is going to get to know you.
Yeah.
I already know you. So like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we were out to dinner that one night, and you had said something, and I looked at you and I was like, "You're a what?" You're like, "Male escort," and I was like, "Pause."
yes.
And then I was like, "That's why Danielle keeps saying to bring you on." Because no offense, honestly, when she was like, "Oh, well, he has a podcast and it's called All Bitches is Birds," I'm like, "Do we really want this dude on here?"
Yo.
Like, I don't need
I
him
think
talking
that's
shit about
why.
women.
I think
You
that's
know?
why. Well,
Did
I
you
mean,
show her that? Did you show her?
no,
I don't think we could have. I
didn't.
don't think we were able to find it. I think we looked. for
No,
it, but we
because
couldn't find
they're lives that now they're on YouTube. The lives.
Well, yeah, one of them is on YouTube, but the ones that I sent you were like, this is before we did the studio.
Okay.
This is like when we were on live. I'll find it and I'll send it again
Yeah.
to you. But don't judge me on that because like it's bad.
Well, I did. That's why I was like, I don't want this dude on here.
But you have to understand what type of like we had like strippers and stuff like tapping in and joining the
Yeah.
live.
That's
so it
that's
was
actually pretty cool.
yeah. So it was to a point where during COVID I was locked up. But he showed me videos of COVID where chicks from like Atlanta and California twerking on the thing. Like, I was just like, oh, this is ratchet. I love it.
I love it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Well, we'll
Nice.
definitely have you bring back on again for something more niche. We'll get a little bit more controversial.
Nah,
You know,
for
Yeah.
we'll hit
sure.
some topics that
I think so.
a lot of people don't talk about.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah, no,
Appreciate
this
it.
was
Thank you,
great.
guys.
And this video will be on YouTube, the full video, beginning to end with a little bit of bonus points. So if you're listening on Spotify or Apple, head over to YouTube to watch the video and subscribe. Please don't forget to subscribe.
Thanks,
And you get to watch the full video. It's a lot better if you watch it. I feel like we've said that many, many, many
And
times.
our YouTube channel is on the DL with Danielle and Linda. That's you have to say with Danielle and Linda. If you
Yeah,
just do
'cause-
on the DL, you're gonna get a bunch of other things that are
Yeah, I
not
didn't realize
us.
like how overly saturated YouTube is with fucking everything. That
Yeah.
definitely on the DL with Danielle and Linda. If you follow us on Instagram, you can find the links, all of the links on our bio. We do post reels on TikTok and Instagram as well. So just
on the
make sure to follow
DL.pod.
us.
You know, shout out Lou so that
And
they can know
yes.
that you want to see me again.
Well,
Yeah,
well,
yeah,
Lou,
yeah.
where can we find you? What is
Oh,
your Instagram handle?
My Instagram is Lou LOU.Nova NOVAA.
And that's on Instagram. So go follow
IG,
Lou.
baby.
And that's on God.
And that is on God.
On God.
No cap.
No cap over here.
So, thank you for joining us for another episode. And until next time,
Bye.
Bye.
bye.